Okay, let's
Hello
go.
and welcome to my take on sports with Daliso. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel and also turn on your notifications so that you can, well, keep up with my videos. That would be great. Thank you so much. Now, I will be doing a review of the third round games of the Euro 2024 Championships. And, a little explanation because there's some rule changes regarding the third place qualifier to the last 16. So, right, the top two sides, obviously, they go through automatically. Then, and that is out of all six groups. They'll be joined by the four highest ranked third place teams. If teams are level on points, the tiebreaker to decide who finishes where will be points obtained in matches between the sides in question, not over a goal difference as it was in the World Cup. If teams still cannot be split, it will go to goal difference in all group matches. Well, we are thrilled to dive into the third round of the group stage matches. And to be honest, I'm expecting a real good set of matches because a lot of excitement is coming along. Now, let's get right into it. Our first sort of review will be for Group A. We have Scotland facing off against Hungary, and we've got Switzerland taking on Germany. Germany are through after their wins against Scotland and Hungary. They were 5-1 and 2-0 winners, respectively. I can see them put out a slightly less stronger squad tonight. I think we might even see Leroy Sané start. I think that would just be fair. When he came on against Hungary, I think he was really good. You know, he was really positive. So, and then you can't lose. He is an incredible player. But Germany is a team, I think, with an embarrassment of riches. They've got all their team well balanced, and so far so good for them. They're going to qualify easily out of it. I reckon Sané can add even more quality, but this team is brimming already. They have a great balance as well. Musiala, my guy, I love his performances so far in the tournament. I am going for Germany to do away with Switzerland, and I'm going for Germany to beat Switzerland 2-1. I'm expecting Switzerland to join them in the last 16. The goal difference for Scotland and Hungary is -4. The chances that Scotland can beat any team by 4-0 and Switzerland to go down against Germany 3-0 is a bit too much to ask for, in my opinion. I think it will be closer than that. But yeah, so far, that's I think my opinion. I reckon Scotland might nick a tight win against Hungary. So yeah, Scotland, Germany to qualify automatically. Moving on to Group B, where we see Albania face off Spain and Croatia will be taking on the Italians. Well, Spain always a formidable force in international football, let's be honest. And they will be taking on Albania. The Spanish team's quick passes, they're insane, incredible. Possession-based play, style, full display. We've seen it. We have been enthralled. I think that could be the making. It will be a very exciting match to watch. Albania's counterattacks, they haven't let themselves down. They've come and they've challenged. They're just going to fall short because the quality is just too much in this group. On the other team, Croatia versus Italy. Both teams known for their tactical prowess, I guess. Italy more so than Croatia. Their strong midfield. I'm sure it's going to be quite a decent match. I think it's been one of the most competitive groups, probably. It doesn't really show probably in the things because we've got Spain and Italy taking over, but the games have been really competitive and really exciting to watch. And I'm looking forward, I think, in this third round stage to see Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams again. These young men have put on quite a spectacular show in the last few games. The way Nico plays is the way I want Martinelli at Arsenal to play. Dynamic, decisive, and daring. That is what I want to see, and I think Martinelli can do that. Of course, he's got his own tournament, so I should stop obsessing about him. But watching Nico Williams really, really shows me what can be. So yeah, that is it for this group. I reckon we're going to see Spain win, Spain qualify, and Italy qualify. Then it will be up to the last two teams to battle it out. Hopefully, they'll be in the pot for third place qualification. Moving on swiftly to Group C, to the Group C clashes. Now, this Group C clash is going to see Denmark play Serbia and England going up against Slovenia. Qualification is still up for grabs for every team in this group. England cannot afford to lose to Slovenia. A draw will see them have 5 points. Denmark, if they beat Serbia, and they're no pushovers, believe me, I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to be underestimating anybody in this tournament anymore. So England cannot afford to lose to Slovenia. A draw will see them have 5 points. Denmark, if they beat Serbia, would then win the group, which England do not want. So Denmark versus Serbia, known for their discipline and organized approach. Serbia promises to be very tactical game. Both teams have excellent defensive skills. I think we've seen this. They've really held their own against what we thought would be very difficult games against England, but they ended up just being okay, and they did really well. So every goal attempt will be really high stakes for this game because either of them can qualify to go into the group stages. So England have got 4 points, Denmark have got 2, Slovenia have got 2, Serbia has got 1. So literally, whoever wins, they've all got a chance to finish second in this team. So everything to play for, and I think it will be an exciting group night to watch. Now, on the other hand, England will face Slovenia. The England team, packed with talent and flair, or so they told me, they're really being expected to put on a show for the England fans, for us, because they promised on paper to be a great team and a spectacle to watch, and it has been a bit of an embarrassment. The midfield promise I saw has turned out to be a myth. How did I get so blind to the unbalanced nature of the England squad? I think I've been drinking too much tea, obviously. It's incredible to see that in midfield, they had to put a defender, a right winger, to try and bridge that gap in midfield where Kyle Walker has to get the ball into Bukayo Saka and not be too predictable. Unfortunately, you've got a very good right wing back in Alexander Trent-Arnold being forced into midfield and not really performing. I think he's had a few good opportunities, but of course it's not his natural position, and he has struggled to help the offensive players create chances. So they need to bridge that gap. It has been said we should try Wharton in that position. I don't know what's going to work, but they need a linchpin in there who can take on that role, because Bellingham and Declan Rice are not doing the job of getting England the opportunities that they need. You've got Harry Kane up front. Harry Kane, great goal scorer, and he'll score goals, but he needs balls and chances that are going to benefit that are going to get him to score for the team. Right now, Saka gets the ball. He doesn't have anybody to play off of him. He just gets the ball, tries to dribble, and tries to get the ball through, and that really limits the quality of chances that are being created. So I think, that is one of those games. We definitely need somebody in midfield who Saka can interchange with to create lanes of opportunity for crosses. So the Group C matches promise to be a mix of tactical battles and individual brilliance. Saka, Bellingham, Declan not so much. He's more he'll do a very good defensive hold for us. But we just need a bit more creativity. We need a bit more creativity link up. Foden, great player, but he has been handicapped for some reason, and we can only hope for the best. I'm still going to go for England to win 3-1 and for Denmark to beat Serbia 1-0. So England, Denmark to go through in Group C, in my opinion. Whether I'm right or wrong, we'll see what happens. Right. Over to Group D, where we see France play Poland and the Netherlands will face Austria. Now, Poland was the first team to be disqualified from the tournament. I don't know if that's the word to use, but yeah, they are out of the tournament already. They have failed miserably to win any of their last two games. And then they're taking on France. Their star-studded lineup, they'll play, who they're taking on is not going to be an easy task. So despite Poland's best efforts, their journey ends here, and they'll be looking to go out with a strong performance against the French team. Now, N'Golo Kante has rightfully taken all the credit because he has been incredible. And I love seeing the dressing room videos where his teammates are loading him because obviously he deserves it. That guy, I thought he was done. Going to Saudi Arabia, for me, I'm like, you're done. You're not needed. But he comes back and he plays as if he's been playing in the top leagues in the world for the last 2 years. So incredible from him. Mbappe did not make the last game because he got a face injury. I think he broke his nose against the Netherlands and he didn't start. So maybe he'll be ready to start, because I feel like France really are struggling to score goals, aren't they? Marcus Thuram, I thought we'll see what he does, but I don't think so. He's not the number one option because he couldn't get into the positions that were there, I think, to get the ball into the back of the net. So I think they really, really need to start looking forward. You can't just rely on one player. Look what's happened. They're relying on Mbappe to come and do his magic, but then he's out. Someone clattered him and he's out of play, then you are stuck and you're having to rely on N'Golo Kante and the other midfielders and the other players to come and rescue you. Despite this, France were really good to watch and it was a great game. I enjoyed it. Only a win against Poland will guarantee automatic admission into the last 16. So next game, Netherlands versus Austria. Both teams looking to secure crucial points here, making it an enthralling contest from the start to finish. I'm going to go for France to beat Poland 2-0 and for the Netherlands to draw against Austria. You know why? Because I've stopped underestimating these smaller teams, I've really stopped because it's crazy. So I think the Netherlands and France are going to go through automatically, and maybe, Austria might take the third place option if they qualify through all those loopholes that are there for it. Now in Group E, Slovakia will go up against Romania and Ukraine will be taking on Belgium. Now Belgium were magnificent when they played Romania. Incredible. You had all sorts of play. Lukaku was on fire. He had yet another goal ruled out for offside. Now, it's going to be a bit of a problem because, these automatic VAR where offsides, they're going to pick up on that. So Lukaku is one of those players who plays on the shoulder of the defender and just looking to take advantage, in that split second where he just, goes past, takes the ball and is in the back of the net. And so far he's had, I think, 3 goals ruled out. He should even stop celebrating at this point because, I thought it was in. I celebrated, sat back and realized it had been chalked off for offside, and I wasn't very impressed, and neither were a lot of people. But of course, the VAR is doing its thing. So he needs a new strategy. Standout performer, Jeremy Doku. He was incredible again on that left wing. He just kept going and going and going. De Bruyne, of course, especially in the second half, he really, really came into his own, creating chances. He scored a goal. He was incredible as usual. That guy, he doesn't look very happy at the moment. I don't know why. Maybe he's just knackered. But at the end of the day, the guy is inspirational. I love him. Yuri Telemans scored a beauty in the second minute of the match and did quite a lot, to spare the game on. It was fantastic to watch. I enjoyed every second of it. Now, regarding Slovakia versus Romania, endurance and strategy is what they need, I think, in this match. Both teams are evenly matched. Romania have got 3 points. Everyone in this group has got 3 points, so it's all to play for. And I think they just have to be clever. You win this match, you go through. So it's going to be one of those games, and it will take a lot. It will take a lot for it might end up being a draw only because of that reason, So I'm going to go for Belgium to beat Ukraine 2-0. So that means they'll go through, in my opinion. And then Romania versus Slovakia, I will probably go for Romania to win. I think Romania will beat Slovakia 2-1, meaning that Belgium and Romania go through automatically, and then it will probably be Slovakia second place. I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen to go third place, rather. But yeah, in the end, this is the tightest group so far. Everybody has won one game and lost one. So it's one of those, I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is I think Belgium are going to pull this out of the bag and get their win, and then leave Romania and Slovakia to battle it out for the other spot for automatic qualification into the last 16. Last but not least, let's look at Group F, where Georgia will face Portugal and Turkey will take on the Czech Republic. Now, Portugal has already qualified to the last 16. So they've secured their spot already into the knockout stages, but they'll face Georgia. Will Portugal rest some of their key players? Will Ronaldo start off the bench? I don't think so. I think he's going to start. He looks fit, he looks hungry, and he looks dynamic, doesn't he? I'm not the biggest fan now. I'm a Messi girl, but I do appreciate Ronaldo's athleticism. 39 years old, and it looks like he is 19 with the head of a 24-year-old. He is incredible, and he inspired their team to their win only the other day. Well, yesterday actually, because this is so yesterday. Now I would like to see João Felix get a start, and Matheus Nunes, Danilo too. Now you can see why they might just stick to it, because obviously what they have been doing has worked. They have walked through this tournament. They've won their 2 games. They've got 6 points, and why mess up a winning strategy? But I think towards the end of the tournament, it might be beneficial for them to get some of these players I've mentioned, a start, just to get them ready in case something happens down the line. Now, the main guys in Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva have been majestic and have ensured an easy run into the last 16. But we'll see how it goes. Turkey versus the Czech Republic in the other match. Turkey, both teams are fighting for their place in the next round. So this is going to be yet another high-stakes encounter. Turkey have 3 points, and they just need a draw to secure that second place. Now, they really struggled to compete against Portugal in their last game. It was terrible to watch, actually. I thought they would do so much better. But in the end, I think they lacked composure. There was a most ridiculous on goal you've probably seen at this tournament. So I reckon they really need to redeem themselves, and I think they do have what it takes to do so. But yeah, it promises to be a fairy encounter and everything to play for both these teams. Let's see how they do. Because if Czech Republic do get 3 points against Turkey, they qualify ahead. They qualify ahead and they go through. So I think it will be one of those games, really, really technical, really, and then it will be free flowing as well, trying to just get a winner. It will be very exciting. So I think that is Group F all done and dusted. I am going for Portugal to beat Georgia 3-0, maybe more. And I am going to go for Turkey. I know I'm going to be safe. I'm going to go for Turkey to go ahead and get a win against the Czech Republic, but it's going to be narrow. It's probably going to be 2-1 or something like that. So that is it. That's my take on the round 3 of the Euro 2024. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with all the latest from me in this Euro 2024 tournament. And I'll see you next time for my take on sports with Daliso. Thank you so much and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, let's go.